Good morning, 3i, and happy Friday. Gents, we're going to look at the very beginning of the film in a second. But before we do that, take a look at the screen in front of you. Some great work was done yesterday on the dead body scene and the viaduct scene. Some really good descriptions of what was happening and some good understanding of film techniques and how the techniques show us different things about character and about theme. So really good work. Some of you haven't done it yet, and I'm waiting for that. I'm waiting for it to happen. And there's a little bit of overdue work still from a few people, but not many. Just use the updated checklist here. So click on that to see what we've done in the last week. It's got all the work from the beginning of lockdown on it. Just tick off the stuff from this previous week. Don't worry about all the earlier stuff because you've already told me about that. Okay, so just to let you know that there is a way that you can save that. You can save the form, the checklist form, so that you can type into it, and I'll show you how to do that now. So there's the form. You can't type into it at the moment. I can, but you can't because you haven't got editing rights. But if you click on File over here on the left-hand side, you'll be able to go down to Make a Copy, and then you can make a copy. Just put checklist if you like, or leave it as it is. Click on OK, and that will save to your computer, I believe, to your drive. And then after that, you ought to be able to just type into it and say yes or no, or just do a tick if you know how to do a tick by going to Insert. You can go to Insert, Special Characters, and then you'll be able to find it in there if you click on, or you can even do Draw a Symbol, which is quite cool. You can just look at it like that, and then the proper tick comes up if you want that. Okay, so there's a number of different ways you can do that, and then you can just drag and drop that whole document into the Dropbox, and you don't have to worry about taking photos of it or anything like that. Okay, so let's just go back to our lesson here. So you're already doing this, watching today's screencast lesson. Then I want you to do the Term 3 spelling test, which is all of the Term 3 words, 24 of them, 26 of them maybe. So just use that as an opportunity to test your knowledge. And can you do it until you get at least 23, 24 right out of 26? Because that will be a learning process in itself. You can do it as many times as you want to, and that will help you learn those words. In fact, why don't you do it till you get them all right? And that'll be a learning thing. So get them all right, okay? So do it maybe 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, however many you need. And then finally, I'm going to put up a doodle poll about doing a live Kahoot on Monday afternoon. It would be another Stand By Me Kahoot, a different one, different questions. And I just want to find out whether you guys would be interested in doing it live together at 2:30 p.m. on Monday afternoon on Zoom, and I'll give you instructions on Monday morning how to do that if you're interested. I want to find out whether you're interested, because if not enough people in the class want to meet at that time, then there's not much point. Okay, but it'd be quite cool to compete again and see if you can get those people who were the top people last time to see if they were, leave them in the dust this time. Okay, that's enough from me. Let's have a look at the opening scene of our film. And remember, we're thinking about film techniques now. We've gone beyond that place where we just watch a film to enjoy it and to have it impact on us. We are now analyzing the film to find out what the director has done, what choices he or she has made. It's he, Rob Reiner, in this film, what choices he's made to create this film, to show us things that are really important and interesting. So let's have a look at the beginning. kind of shot was that previous shot? An extreme long shot, an establishing shot, where we get to see the entire scene, and we can see that there's a car, well, Jeep, sitting on a country road, and there's nobody else around. Now we have a medium shot, which takes us in, and we can see, oh no, it's a long shot because we can see the whole of the car. But that's all, and we can see that there's somebody in there, but that's all we know. Now we get our close-up, our mid-shot on the character who's in the car. Now, what kind of shot is that? It's a close-up. Remember that shots are often more than one kind of shot at the same time. It's a close-up, and it's what he can see. It's what the man in the Jeep can actually see right then. So that's called a point of view shot. And it tells us about a stabbing. So straight away, at the beginning of this film, we are made aware that the film is about death, about a stabbing, about a murder, maybe a murder of some kind. Although we don't know any more than that. Okay, what kind of shot is that? Through the windscreen. It's a long shot. We can see two guys biking together down the road. And this is actually quite symbolic of the whole important theme of friendship in the movie, because these two guys are friends, and he's sitting there in his truck and he's thinking about his friend. And we don't know that yet when we watch it for the first time, but we work it out later that this is about Chris. Chris got stabbed because he was such a peacemaker. He got in the middle of the fight and he got stabbed. And this is Gordy sitting there thinking about his friends and the importance of friendship. And these two boys who go past on their bicycles are not just randoms. The director has chosen that that's what he wants, to be in that shot as Gordy thinks back about his childhood friend. There are the two childhood friends going past on their bikes. Now, this is a camera movement shot.
I was 12 going on 13 the first time I saw a dead human being.
It's a slow zoom in, isn't it? And then we have the narrator coming in. The narration, his narration, his
It happened in the summer of...
his voiceover. That's what I was trying to say. Now, I just want to go back to the other really important film technique which we haven't discussed, or I haven't discussed so far. What strikes you? What is really important about this scene? As well as what you see, it's what you hear. So the whole film starts with this peaceful, thoughtful kind of music which helps us understand that he's having these memories. It's not exactly sad music, but it's not high energy either. It works really well with this whole thoughtful, remembering kind of
I was 12
feel.
going on 13 the first time I saw a dead human being.
And then suddenly,
It happened in the summer of
we're
1959,
in a flashback.
a long time ago.
And the rest of the film, until we get to the very end, where the boys are waiting for their dad, Gordy, to stop his writing and go do something. I can't remember what it is. Go swimming with them. That whole thing is a flashback. Okay, That's all I want to tell you today. I don't want you to do any more with this information. We'll maybe do some more on it on Monday. So all you need to do now is to do your big spelling test and to do the doodle poll and make sure you're up to date with your work. Have a great weekend.